What's up, class? Yep, it's my real voice. Oh man, it's been quite a crucible, but I am finally back on track. I'll explain everything in a moment, and I've got some incredible news and updates to share with everyone, so be sure to watch to the end. Before we begin, I just wanted to mention that I'll be displaying the Wall of Fame in the background for all the members of the Student Council who were inadvertently denied that perk for the last few months, because I normally display it during my Fallout videos, but there hasn't been a Fallout video in a while. So I made it kind of appear like it's ingrained in the woodwork, so it'll look more classy while I talk. If you don't know what the Student Council is, by the way, it's the name the community chose for those who signed up for my Patreon account. More on that later. First, I wanted to mention something important, because I know some people don't watch the whole video and maybe only watch like the first few minutes. So I'll talk about this first. I started a GoFundMe page to help raise money for a new Xbox X and a new video capture card. It seems that Starfield can only be played on next-gen consoles, and I still use an Xbox One. Also, recording on the X requires an updated capture card. The combination of those two items costs around $700. Now that's a bigger chunk than I can afford right now, given how low my view numbers have been this last year. You know, they first dropped because I took a sabbatical to work on my novel, which I'll talk about later in the video as well. But they also dropped when I started having audio issues and had to resort to using an AI voice cloner. That monthly subscription wasn't cheap, and along with all the other monthly expenses that come with being a YouTuber, I wasn't able to save anything from the Patreon donations. So if you ever wanted to make a one-time donation to the channel, now is the time. Help me get that Xbox X and a new capture card, and I'll be able to bring you guys high-quality Starfield videos, as well as any other exciting games that drop in the future. In fact, I'll be able to record in higher resolution than 1080p for those who, you know, like watch on televisions and such, even up to 4K. Plus, at this point, gaming companies aren't really making games anymore for last-gen consoles, so now is the time for me to upgrade. You know, I was hoping after a year or two the price would have dropped, but I guess those consoles are still in high demand, so I'm gonna need the community's help. Now, out of 160,000 subscribers, all I need is 0.08% of those to donate $5 each. That's less than 1%. And if they each pledge $10 each, for example, less than a Mickey D's combo meal, only 70 contributors would be needed to reach $700. So I know this is a very achievable goal, and it doesn't require signing up for a monthly subscription, you know, like just a one-time donation. But we need to jump on this soon, because I need time for the Xbox X and the capture card to be delivered before September. So head on over to the link you see on the screen and see what you can do. You know, let's fund this class project. I also want to give a massive shout out to a fellow classmate who lent a helping hand. His name is Dan. I don't know if he wants me to mention his last name, but when he heard about my audio equipment issues, he reached out to see if I wanted his old amp. It turned out to be the exact same brand I was using, which was the source of the problem. So he sent me his old amp in the mail. Now, it took me a while to figure out that I also needed to update the driver, you know, because I just figured that it could plug and play since it was the exact same kind of amp. But I guess there was that extra step. That's why the extra delay. I still have some other settings to adjust because of the new drivers, but I'm back with my audio now at almost the quality I was before. We'll get there as soon as I make some adjustments. But a huge thanks and props to Dan for his generosity and willingness to reach out and help. So thank you, man. I really appreciate it. With my audio capabilities restored, I am thrilled to announce that we'll be bidding farewell to the AI clone voice, affectionately known as Sith Paul. It was a fun experiment, and it's almost there with the uncanny valley and everything, but nothing beats the real deal, right? And the wait is nearly over on Bethesda's highly anticipated game Starfield, which drops at the beginning of next month. Can you believe we've been talking about this game for nearly 5 years? So we're gearing up to blast off into a whole new universe, and I couldn't be more excited to delve into its new building system with you guys. Before all that, however, I wanted to take a moment to express my gratitude. You know, while sorting out my audio woes, we delved into the zombie-infested world of Dead Island 2. And, you know, I know it didn't rack up the usual views, but those who supported the series and left their enthusiastic comments, you're the real MVPs. So I appreciate that. There are just a couple episodes left, so let's savor these final episodes together. And for all you diehard Fallout 4 fans out there, hold on to your Pip Boys, because we're not abandoning the Commonwealth just yet. I'm still working my way through the main storyline, as well as an incredible magnum opus I crafted with a talented friend and collaborator that I've been hinting at for a while, so you won't want to miss that. So with September fast approaching, I am thrilled to share that the upcoming month is brimming with gaming excitement. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to all of you who stood by me during the challenging audio equipment phase. Your support and patience meant the world, and together we're about to embark on some truly unforgettable months ahead. For those of you who've been asking about my novel, I really appreciate the enthusiasm. It is nearing completion. As usual, we often underestimate how long it'll take to complete a project because we forget that life can get in the way. I had a bunch of unexpected misfortunes this year. Not only my audio equipment debacle, but a water pipe burst above my living room, ruining my furniture. Had some family health issues and an assortment of other mishaps that all had to be sorted out. I didn't stop writing, but I wasn't able to crank out 5 pages a day like I'd hoped. I've also been doing some editing as I go, so the editing phase won't take as long. But I can safely say that it's the best thing I've ever written, and I am so excited to get it published. So that has not fallen by the wayside. It remains a dedicated part of my daily routine, so stay tuned for more updates on that. There you have it, class. The audio hurdle has been conquered, Sith Paul is history, and we're diving headfirst into an upcoming month of gaming adventures. So head on over to the GoFundMe page and throw in $1 if that's all you can afford. If I can get 700 people out of 160,000 to even pledge $1, then we're there. Now, GoFundMe doesn't allow you to offer perks, so if you do want to make a continuous monthly donation and reap the rewards, be sure to check out my Patreon page as well. Thanks again, everyone. See you in the next video. Love, peace, knowledge.